Hello Capricorn, thanks for joining me for the, I was going to say January, that's crazy, but that's most Capricorn birthday, that might be where that came from. But it's actually November of 2018, which is also just astounding. I just can't even believe it's November already. There's so much going on. There's so much shifting and changing of energies going on with the astrology. I'm probably going to make a video just about that. It may be just for patrons. I'm not for sure. Speaking of that, today we're going to do the video of the Rock and Roll Tarot deck first. Then we will pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And then if you are a patron on Patreon, you will get an additional bonus card from the Speed of Light Oracles by Leanne Peters. So if you're interested in that, it's one flat rate if you have access to all 12 videos. I also want to let everybody know that I will be opening up for the year ahead readings. If you're a Patreon supporter and you're watching this in early October, it might not be available yet, but it'll be available in late October through November and December. And that's it. It's always very popular. It's a little bit of astrology. Then I throw out the 4 quarters of your year and also do an animal totem for you. It'll be available for 2 months and then it'll be gone until next year. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, you can do so. Going up the links above, below. They're everywhere. They're here, they're everywhere. So this is the reading for our Capricorn friends for the month of November, which so much is changing. And one of the things that is changing is actually will be affecting Capricorns in a big way, in a very direct way. And that is the nodes are changing signs. They're coming from, one more card for Capricorn. The nodes, I think this one wants to come too. The nodes are coming from, they've been in the sign of Leo and Aquarius for a while, for a few years, right? And now they're going to go from into Cancer and Capricorn. So the South Node is going to be in your sign. You know, just on a real general level, I'm not going to say too much about it because I think I'm going to save that for another video, but probably a lot of stuff from the past. That could very well be things that are happening with our Capricorn friends. Okay, so here is the November reading. Well, the very first card that flew out was the Three of Rods in reverse. It says your ship has not come in. It's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Where's my ships? Because, I mean, it's not for a lack of hard work, I'll tell you that. I know you've been busting your ass. I know you've been working hard. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Well, the Six of Rods says, yeah, victory is yours. And it's talking about the moon. So we need to look at some of these moon dates in November. Oh, I have them here. The new moon is going to be in Scorpio, and that's on the 7th. So that could be a time. And then the full moon is going to be on the 23rd in Sagittarius, right? No, Gemini, excuse me. Full moon in Gemini on the 23rd. So it could be either one of those dates, could be key dates to when things finally start moving forward for you. You got the moon, you got a lot, actually I didn't see the star here too. So your intuition is going to be so on this month, Capricorn. And I know, I'm a Capricorn sun and, and I'm psychic or whatever you want to call it. But it's not usually something that's attributed to the Capricorn energy. It's more hard work and determination and all that stuff. But I mean, I have a lot. I have a little Neptune in my first, and I've got Jupiter and Pisces. I got a lot of things that would add to my spirituality. Being in tune with this psychic stuff, even though I'm a Capricorn. But when these 3 cards all show up together, these are the 3 big psychic spiritual cards. And I don't want to forget where they were. You have all 3 of them. So this is awesome. This is... you're going to be so in tune. You're going to be getting, so these mad hunches I'm hearing, they're just going to be coming at you like crazy. Also, this tells me that everything is happening for a reason. That you weren't able to move on at the time that you wanted to move on because things just weren't quite in place there. It wasn't because you weren't listening to the signs and omens, because I think you really will be. Also, you could be getting so many prolific dreams when you start getting these kind of cards showing up. Well, it makes sense, especially if you're Capricorn rising, and you should watch rising sun and moon, because everything, Jupiter's moving into the Sag, Sun's moving into Sag. So that's, if you're Capricorn rising, that's your 12th house. So your 12th house gets activated, you get really psychic and spiritual and get dreams and stuff like that. So, but this reading is for all three, and it's saying it's going to be on. It's going to be on for all you guys, all you Capricorns. So, somebody's making an offer. I think, wasn't that as in your last month's reading too? But somebody's making an offer, but it's not as much money as you'd hoped for or you're wanting. And, or maybe you've already turned down, like you got excited about something and you turned down because the salary wasn't enough, or you're trying to sell something and it wasn't enough. And it could just be all sorts of things. It might be a house, but it could be a vehicle. I mean, I remember when I closed the bar, my family's bar, I sold the actual antique wood bar in the building. And I had that thing on Craigslist and eBay and on all these sites for like 2 years. And, you know, then just all of a sudden, boom, some guy on eBay saw it, bought it, came up from far away, drove through a few different states to come and pick it up, brought guys to dismantle it and the whole deal. So, I mean, you know, it just came out of nowhere. That's sort of what this feels like. This feels like this is this long-standing thing. It's just like, oh, it's this onus on my back. I want to get rid of it. So it just could be, it could be anything. It's not necessarily, the most common thing would be a house or a property or like a salary for a job. You know, getting offers for jobs, but the money is just not anywhere near what it needs to be, you know. But that seems to be changing, and the King of Pentacles seems to be the one bringing it through. Now, I do realize that you being the Earth sign, this is probably representing you as well, but it also can represent an outside source and still represent you, and I feel like that is the case here, that it's representing this outside force, this person who comes in, and then this extra card was just hanging there, and it had to come out. And you have reason to celebrate. It also can be around the time of celebrations, and of course here in America at least, the big time of celebration is Thanksgiving, which is like the 22nd or 23rd. There's also things going on at that time, such as the sun goes into Sagittarius, and there's a full moon in Gemini around that time. So there are moon things happening around that time too. So and a 3, like the 23rd. You got a 3 here too. 3 is also a 2. You know, foundations, abundance, and stuff like that. So things are turning around, but maybe in strange and mysterious ways. You know, it very much could be in strange and mysterious ways. You could be getting a miracle. With this kind of stuff, I mean, miracles are, you know, miracles are just things we don't understand or that kind of come out of nowhere. Or that, you know, but I feel like for many of you, because I feel like it's on its way. And I think you kind of know it's on its way. You want to believe it's on its way, but you're getting tired of waiting. But it could really finally show up. And to the full capacity of what you really are wanting and deserving and needing and everything. Let me go ahead and get the animal totem card going. Again, don't forget I'm opening for a limited time. Those year ahead readings, they will only be available from November and December, and then they'll be gone for a year. I also have the astrology art and stuff, and there's so much on my website. There's some of it's here, the books and stuff, but if you check the eye in the sky or below, you can find out all the details. And if you want to become a Patreon, you can do that as well. It's not, you don't have to pay for each video. You pay one price, and you get access to all 12 videos early, ad-free, and you get access to the extra card. It's a different deck every month. Okay. So what is the animal totem card for our Capricorn friends for November? The armadillo. Self-protection, shielding, retreat. Dig deep and connect to the subconscious. What did I say? Fill your lungs with good, fresh air to aid in buoyancy of your plans. Yeah, so if it starts getting, you know, you take the deep breath if you start getting stressed, but I'm getting a song. When life gets hard to understand. Come to Papa. That's what I was trying to find. Come to Papa. Let's look at the lyrics to that Come to Papa real quick. Come to Papa. That's an old tune. Oh, it's Bob Seger? I thought it was like a Motown tune. If the sun ain't shining bright and the moon won't shine for you tonight. If the stars have gone away and you feeling real slow down today, if life gets hard to understand and the whole thing is getting out of hand, come to Papa. Come see your Papa. If you need a pacifier, call me anytime. I'll be your satisfier. Ooh. If you feel like a horse blazing at the bit, yeah, that's what this is. Like, when's this going to show up? Well, he's probably talking about, seems more talking about sex, but whatever, of course. But I take it anyway. Maybe you do need to really get laid by Capricorns. I don't know. If you feel like a horse blazing at the bit, call my number any night or day. I'll get you fix. If life gets hard to understand and your whole life is out of hand, come to Papa. Come see your Papa. You know what I all jokes aside, what I was picking up about that, if any of you have a father who's passed on, or Papa, maybe that's your grandfather. A lot of people call their grandfather Papa. You know, maybe you need to go, you know, visit their grave possibly, but just do a tune-in. I don't like to go in and sit in the graveyard myself. I'll just do a tune-in. Like I was just doing that the other day with my picture of my grandmother. I just wiped her picture off, and you know, I have a little mini urn. I wiped her urn off, and I have some crystals and stuff around there, and I've cleaned them and charged them, and you know, I was just kind of trying to connect with her. So, however, if you do want to go to the graveyard, go do that too. For some of you with all these spiritual cards here, that could absolutely be come to Papa. Or, you know, I'm feeling when I said that, for some of you, Papa had something around. You know, if you do need the money that bad, you might have to sell it. Or but maybe for some of you, I feel like it's some life insurance policy you didn't know about, or something like that. Okay, so that's the reading. I'm going to switch gears and we're going to do the speed of light for my Patreon supporters. But for the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget about the year ahead readings, the art, and all the other stuff that I do offer. By participating in these different things, this keeps the readings free and supports me and my channel, and I'm so appreciative all of you for everything you do. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Big changes are occurring, so hold on to your whatever. Hold on, because it's going to change. All right, thanks for tuning in. Bye.